Hi, welcome to Shop Wild Things Video Time with Tina. Today on our video we're going to be explaining how to cut down the width on a beaded curtain. This is one of those areas that my customers always say, I can't do that. But let me tell you, yes you can. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. We're going to pan down and just kind of show you the items that we have on the table so you can know what to prepare for when you cut down your beaded curtain. Why you have to do this is, a lot of people like to put this inside mount of a window, inside mount of a door, or they don't have enough room for the 3-foot span, so they need to cut it in half, 3 feet, or I'm sorry, 3 inches, 4 inches, whatever you need to cut off, you can do it, and it's so easy to do. The first thing that you're going to need, you're going to make sure that you have the supplies. You're going to need a hacksaw to saw the plastic acrylic rod. We also have the metal rod. You're going to need a box cutter, X-Acto knife, whatever you want to call that, a ruler to measure how much you cut off, a pencil to mark that, and a pair of scissors to cut the flexible toothed inner rod that is inside of there. Okay, so let's start. I want to cut 4 inches off of my beaded curtain. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to mark it with the pencil at the 4-inch mark here. Okay. The first thing you have to do is take this flat end cap off of the beaded curtain, and it's glued on. So you have to take your knife and just kind of, just like you're, cutting a piece of steak or something, just kind of get in there and try to loosen the grip of that glue. All the way around, just like that. And I think the easiest way to do this is to just kind of take this and pull away. You don't want to snap your end cap off too much and break it, because that wouldn't be a good thing. So you want to make sure you get the glue nice and loose, because you will have to glue this back onto your head rail. I just realized I don't have glue out here, but yes, you would need glue out here as well to glue that back on. So we've got the end cap off, and we would just simply slide the inner part of the rod out, and I'm going to bring this closer in your direction so that you can see this other side. This is called our toothed flexible inner rod, and you see how the beads are actually put in between each tooth. It's almost like flossing. And this is very easy. If you wanted, customers say, oh, I want double coverage, you could just purchase another curtain and actually just, hang more beads in each one of those little tooth grooves there to get more coverage with your beads. So we know we want to cut 4 inches off of the inner rod, and we would just take our measurement to 4 inches and cut the inner tooth rod with a pair of scissors, and that's actually going to be right where the bead was. Snaps right off, lickety split. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull this whole inner rod out so you can see there's sections. There's like 3 little sections there. And then we have our marking. I'm going to turn this back around so you can see it. We have the marking here where we have to saw with a hacksaw. And I'm not going to actually saw this all the way down, but you can see that you just kind of saw away at that, and I'm just going to do it. It's actually my first time I've ever sawed this, and it's not hard. You just got to kind of go back and forth in different directions until you get it sawed all the way through. Okay? And obviously I can't saw that all off right now, but you would just cut this section would then be cut off, and you would take your end cap and take your beads. You would want to slide the beads back into the head rail like so. And you would just simply glue all around the base of the end cap with some crazy glue or Elmer's glue, because if you don't have the end cap on there to glue it, it's going to cut, it's going to slide out, and boom, you're done. Your width has just been cut down. It's that easy. Thank you for joining on this segment of how to cut down the width on your beaded curtain. See you next time at Shop Wild Things.